Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable to yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound mentally, you can relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to bring some basic informations and put on the table for yourself to develop a very good foundation for your own spiritual development. So when it comes to our spiritual development, mind is the most important thing. And at the same time, why it is difficult for us to just by develop it with our own theories? The very reason is that our life itself built on memories. And when it comes to that memories, we live on patterns. So if you use the same kind of patterns to build up your spiritual life, on the surface level, maybe you see some difference, but underneath, you see the same thing. So this meditation here, we mainly bring two kinds of meditation techniques. One is called Tranquility Meditation, another one called Vipassana Meditation or the Insight Meditation. So the very purpose of Tranquility Meditation, tranquilize your mind. Bring your mind to one pointness. Keep it in a one place. Why? Because our mind always here and there. Your awareness here and there. So that's why in the beginning, we develop this collective awareness. That means we bring that all the thoughts into one place. So this is a skill. It is a skill and we develop it as a profitable skill. Why it's become a profitable skill? Because when the mind is everywhere, what happens? Your recognition becomes very weak. So once the mind comes to one place, that whatever you recognize, it's going to become very clear. So out of that clarity, you gain through the perception, your understanding going to become more accurate. So then out of that understanding, in day-to-day life, that whatever that your bodily, verbally, mentally actions you perform, you gain the benefit out of it. Because just imagine if you understand something wrongly, what will happen? So there is a way that you can go beyond this level and tune to certain kind of higher level of understanding. So through the tranquility meditation, we trying to bring that understanding. Just imagine like this. Sometimes I think, just imagine that you have to go somewhere and within another 1 hour. So then you have to take this with you. And you leave it here. Now you get ready. And then by the time what happened, you become a little bit busy. So this is how I try to, get into this mind. So I just gave an example. So then almost you're ready to leave, but in your mind, you don't have this, you have to take this. But you need to take this with you. So you come to the door, and before you open the door right away, there is a kind of like a flashlight come to you. Oh, you have to take it. So from where it come? Because it is not that what you thought. Because you did in your mind, it's completely blank. You didn't have any idea about it. So your thoughts was, so busy and ready to go. And maybe you thought something else even. So from where this come and tell you, hey, you have to take this. So just imagine that is because that is what exactly you have to do in that very moment. Just imagine in your day, just for a day, if your mind tuned to like that, exactly what you have to do in the moment. How cool that is. And sometimes we do things, even the people, even the things, in the moment we understand wrong way. But later, we come to a point to recognize it is not like that. But still, you saw it somehow. Underneath this skin, you saw this person is like this, but still you didn't believe it. So then you go through all the mess and the hell and through all the drama, end of that, you recognize, oh, what I saw was exactly right. So then sometimes I think myself, how I can get that, because I saw it. I want to get that. That's how that I know it is there because I saw it. But still, there was something came and blocked that. So those are the hindrance. So then if you are capable to go into that deeper level, exactly that what is happening, so then in your life, there's nothing to worry. So break down this hindrance on a very conventional level is very necessary. So in tranquility meditation, one thing is you bring ability. When you tune to the collective awareness, that is what the ability that you gain. You get into the flow. So, and why we can't get this in day-to-day life? So one reason is this. We think big and we think, oh, I know. And we think big means we always like to get into the larger picture. So it's kind of like this art of the war. And it says, even though that your mission is to to win the war, that's the largest skill. But you are more, you know it, you have to win the war, but you have to forget it in the moment. And you have to bring your awareness to the moment, and you have to fight with the soldier in front of you. So that you have to disconnect from the bigger picture and bring the attention to the moment, and you just have to be grounded. So that is one of the key points that you have to understand. To keep your feet on the floor. We all have desire. Even the Nibbana is the liberation, the freedom is something that we look for. But when it comes to the moment, that you have to understand, to detach from that your own bigger picture. Because that bigger, if you hold it to the bigger picture, what happened, it always thinks, oh, I know about it. This is what happened even in the meditation also sometimes. Oh, I used to practice meditation. I practice it every day. I sit for 1 hour, 2 hours. Oh, I used to do this for this much time. I know. Oh, I am the master. So one of the mistake that we always does as human beings, we overestimate ourselves. That is one thing. We always overestimate ourselves. So the meditation is a method that in the beginning, tranquility meditation, help you to withdraw that. And withdraw that and help you to be grounded in the moment. And that make you more humble, that make you more flexible, that make you more kind of like a liquid to transform to any shape. That is the skill with the tranquility meditation that you gain. So it's kind of like the clay. When the potter used the clay, so even though clay is the major thing, it has ability to bring the pot, but still the clay become 100% flexible according to the potter's hand. So that, like that, when it comes to your awareness for the moment, that whatever you experience, so as example, your awareness, your body, your mind, your recognition, you should be kind of like not the potter, but the clay. That's the key. That is the twisting point, because we always like to be the potter. I do this, oh, inhale, exhale, oh, I can do this, and imagination bring things to around you, and you want to levitate, and you want a psychic power, you want to go into someone else inside the mind and see what is going on there. We have a very gossip mind. We have always look into something. And look nowadays with the cameras, that everywhere. Of course, we need that, but don't use your awareness like that. Why are you going to look into somebody else? Because the reason is this: it is useless. Why it is useless? You will never get the exactly right thing looking something from outside. You will never get it. So that's why, as you know, when it comes to the world, that what you see from the surface level, it is not there. It's something else. I'll give an example. Look at our body. You look this, the skin, and you can touch it, you put the makeup, and you do many things. But how about going to inside your body? Heart and all lungs, liver, kidneys, gallbladder, anything. You can't touch that things with the just natural hand. But outside you can touch, you can grab and, you can bite even. But how about the inside? You can't touch that. It's completely different nature. It's your own body. Look at it, it's your own body. The same thing with everything that what we see. If you can try to catch it, try to understand it, try to grab it a little bit and go a little bit deeper yourself and a little bit back up, because we always into this and with the outside, and we're trying to understand with the outside surface level of that the face value knowledge. But deeper, it's something else. So this body, and at the same time, when you have that ability, what happens? You have ability to little bit go into deeper. And as example, chess game. Okay. So maybe you keep looking two people playing. So one person move the king or or any other soldiers around one place to another place. You just see the movement, only the movement. But to get into that movement for that person himself, there is a long history. Maybe he learned a lot of chess games, history, and he used to read books, and he used to go different people, how they played in the history. Maybe 100 chess games he examined, and that all the knowledge and the background help bring the information him to move this from to that. But you see only that. Seeing that, you can't get into that what is the history. And cooking. And sometimes somebody, when you eat, oh, that's so nice. And sometimes people say that. But you don't know. You will never get that, how it became like that. Maybe, you visiting the place, maybe you went to work, and then during that time, your wife or your friend or, whoever, go to market and thought about, oh, you come for lunch or the dinner, you have, we have to cook for him or her, and very carefully selected things, and brought it very carefully prepared, and with the respect, with the love, and with the awareness. And after that, everything, when you put it to your tongue and when you say, oh, that's beautiful, it's just the surface level of value, face value. You don't grab that. The thing is this, when you hold it to that face value, you can't grab what is happened underneath. So the meditation is a method. Take you from face value to this underneath, the real value. It is a kind of like a total different way of connection. It's a total different way of understanding. It's a total different way of experience. So to go into that, then there's a little technique that you have to remember. So one thing is, you should not look things with the larger picture. That is one thing. And you have to get into the very moment of experience knowingly, you are not the everything. That is the key point. You are not the everything. You are not the, I am the master. No. Just imagine your body. Maybe you're 50 years old, 70 years old, 80 years, just take 100 years you are old. And maybe you think, oh, I know everything. I used to do this, I used to do that. So like that, we always claim, oh, I know everything. You know whatever that, you used to be with that, only that. But this nature, this environment, just imagine this earth, this sun, this moon, these trees has a long history. And this entire universe, the breathing that you take, the air that move around us, maybe million years, keep to go in that way. Just imagine 100 years, on the top of the million years, if you put the 100 years of experience, it's kind of like, even not kind of like, you can't count it as a kind of like a dust. You are invisible. In this entire universe, you are invisible. So that is make you open. Because otherwise, the very nature of the mind, when you have the intention to grab the information, your mind get tight. Your whole nerve system get tight. That even from childhood, for children, when you give something to their hand, they tight. They don't learn to release. So same thing with our nerve system. Invisibly, we always into something. So learning to something the same. If you are so into learn something, then your whole nerve system start to go in different way. And you're completely, your whole inside, your brain start to wire and fire in a different way. But the meditation is not like that. Meditation is not that you try to learn something. You don't have any kind of craving to know something. You drop that everything. And just bring the attention to the moment. And knowingly, with the humble attitude, knowingly, you are not everything. Only you know in the moment. This is the important key point, remember. Only you know in the moment what you experience. That is what you know. But that is the key. But when you have in your mind, oh, I know this, that, you lose this moment of experience. So you hold it to, doesn't matter whatever how many years you used to do that thing, but in the moment what you know that. So once you hold it to that, what happened? It's like the Big Bang. So the Big Bang, it's just imagine that there is a book, it's called that 2 minutes after Big Bang. So like that, there was we don't know what happened there, but just practice point of view to try to understand with this material world. So this everything was in a very tiny place. And once the Big Bang happened, that out of nothing, this everything appeared. So your mind kind of like the same. when you release the bigger picture and come to the moment of experience, that will take you to inside to expand your recognition. So the visibility is not the key, the recognition is the key. So if you hold it to the visibility, the ability to understand going to become very limited. But if you release the visibility and develop the ability to be in the moment, it gives the connection to enter to experience. So that is a kind of like the turning point. So once you come to that point, and what you see, you're not going to hold with the face value. Because in the moment when you hold it, you know the behind that what happened. When the mind capable to get into that, it gives the access to gain the information. So there is another way that people use it really. You know, that a lot of people have that experience. And they know there is a book called that How to Master Any Subject. If you keep practice that 10,000 hours, you reach to a certain level, and then you break down this all the layers and reach to the highest, and you become a master. So when I heard that, I was looking to the Satipatthana Sutta, and in that what the Buddha said, from 7 days to 7 years, if anybody keep practice, there is a possibility you gain the enlightenment. So the same method, you know, the same method, but now what they does, they try to apply it to this material world to gain something and reach to some level with the some kind of abilities. But you know, that's mean what? That's mean you are kept. This is the key point that you have to understand. You experience this level, but you are capable to experience this level. But the thing is this, what happened when you hold in this level, oh, I know everything, this is everything, you can't reach to this 1 inch and break down that layer. So reach to this 1 inch, you need a certain kind of push. That push come out of releasing the gravity that you hold, as you know, oh, I know, that is a gravity. No, I know that. That is a gravity that you hold it to your memory. So once you drop it, you are capable to go higher. So that is a kind of like a way that in every day when you practice meditation, don't sit with your experience. Who cares? You know, because the very moment, in the moment, it doesn't matter 100 years you practice, but in the moment that you experience is the most powerful. So then give the validity to that most powerful moment. No matter what the last moment, how it happened, maybe you had a good experience, it may be mind was so difficult, hard, it's okay. But in the moment that what you have, be with that. So that is you develop this comeback power. Again and again, again and again, you develop this comeback power. So once you have that, the comeback power, it helps you to observe things without evaluating on the surface level of experience. That is the highest form of intelligence that you can gain with the tranquility meditation. You come to, you observe, you develop your observation to focus and recognize something without evaluate the moment of experience. And it's kind of like your awareness becomes stronger, and there is no comparison, and you're more focused to the primary mental object. So that will help you to break down and slow down all the hindrance happening inside you. When you try to evaluate your experience, that is where all the hindrance come. So then tranquility meditation means you develop your observation towards your experience without any evaluation. So then you come to the point to connect, because if you start to evaluate, what happens, it disconnect somehow. We don't see that, but it disconnect us. So now you build a connection. So once you build up the connection, from that point, we go inward, that rather than hold it to the surface level, that primary mental object, now with that you are capable to experience the experiencer. So once you know how you experience something, it is a totally different way. So here, inhalation, exhalation. But little by little, if you go backward and recognize the observer, how this observer analyze this as an inhalation, this as exhalation, in which point, what part, then you see this entire process bring the ability to recognize it. It is just not only the inhalation or exhalation here, the entire your body and mind also part of the inhalation and exhalation. That is something. So just imagine this is inhalation, and it happened in front of you. And now your observation go into this and recognize, oh, this is inhalation. It's a primary mental object in the beginning, because that is very nature of the very conventional mind. We go with objects. So that's why we need it. But once you get connected to that, so this is a totally outside something. Once you get connected, when the tranquility is, when everything settled down, that the five hindrances disappear, what happened? You recognize. Without the observer, there is no this inhalation going to be here. Without the body, that means the sensation here, this outside is skin and this body, the experience, bodily consciousness. And without that, this just the air, not the inhalation. It become inhalation when it touch this place. And not only that, it should go inward. There is a certain character, build up the inhalation. And not only that, behind that, as I mentioned from the beginning, in the moment when you experience, behind that, there is a huge mechanism happening, but you recognize here only the inhalation. But now with the inside meditation, you see this entire process, head to toes, each and every nerve system, that your mind, the condition of the mind, that everything. And not only that, this is the crazy thing, not only that, when this inhalation, it is just, just we take it as a half inch place that you feel the inhalation. To get into that place, this, half inch of the air, this entire universe helping to you. And the head to toes, your entire body, that all the mechanism inside your nerve system, and this entire universe, everything come together to experience this as inhalation. And then there is no separation. There is nothing, then there is no anything that you can evaluate. Because when that everything come together, there is no comparison. It's just the moment of experience. When everything come together, you can't name it as a mind. Because the mind arises when the matter is there. For the mind, you need the names and forms. Just imagine, when there is something not belong to the names or the form, how are you going to experience it? So you can't verbalize it, you can't bring it as, but just the practice point of view, it is fair that we bring that question, but still, when it comes to your own practice, you have to remember, you have to drop that question and just into the practice. So always then remember, moment by moment, that the experience that you go through, be with it. And be with it without your memory, without hold it to that what you know. I 5 minutes now, I practice meditation. 10 minutes. I am this. That's why when you come to sitting, the sitting, not just the body. When you sit, you have to get out of your name, your gender. You have to get out of your environment. This is my house. This is my room. No one should not disturb me. This is my meditation time. You should not carry that all the boundaries in your mind and sit for meditation. You are nobody. Just sit. Be in the moment. And even what you know, remember, it is not the everything. But it is a part of everything. But moment of that, what the things that you know, the moment of experience is bringing ability for you to enter to everything. So first accept it. Don't try to jump and get that kind of like, I know everything. No. First settle down and be in the moment. Once you're tuning to that moment, it gives access to insight. That is where. Because get into that, and you have to be so calm. You have to be more flexible. You have to have a very clear, sharp awareness, and your energy should be more strong, high. With the lethargic mind, you can't go there. That's why when the 5 hindrance drop, that you has ability for that. So just try to get into the present moment and tranquility state, and from there, little by little, once you master, and remember to drop the memory, but still be with the moment. And that will release you from the memory, gravity, and help you to reach to the higher level of understanding. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left, and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself, and say Swapateva, or may I be well and happy, 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe, and also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma nu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Abdaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paripunjisami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.